Pretend you don't see him. Don't look him in the eyes. Never provoke a Witcher.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Do my eyes deceive me, or are you Witcher Geralt?
What can I do for you?
My cousin from Vizima claims you're good at dice.
I can play.
If word gets out that we've a good contender, better players are likely to show up, and the stakes will rise. Maybe even Anna Gausel or Sendler would look in on us. And they're real masters.
So, will you play?
Sure.
Great. We only play for fun, but Zindrab fancies himself a master.
I won't play any old challenger. Show us what you can do, and who knows, I might sit down with you.
You win.
Care to roll some dice? Your luck was in. But I want a chance to win my coin back.
What do you want?
Care for a game of dice?
Shall we roll a few rounds? You won.
Care for a rematch?
No. Try Einar Gorzel from the Craftsman's District. Beat him and who knows? Maybe even Sendler will agree to play you.
Thanks. What's going on here?
A competition, brother. With the port closed, we're bored off our arses. Care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So? Are you fighting, brother?
Oh yeah.
He's a fresher like you, brother. Good for starters. Put your coin down. So, what'll it be?
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin! Punches lights out!
Kick the plowing bastard!
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Up for another, brother.
Who's up next?
Cor Bransel, known as Flip-Arse.
Strange name.
Does everything backwards. Sleeps in daytime, drinks before he eats, and tells women to get dressed before he plows them.
Flip-Arse.
Show us your orans. So what'll it be?
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin!
Kick the
Punches lights out!
Hey, champ.
What?
I can tell you're a serious contender. Far too good for this drunken riffraff. Believe you me, I know what I'm talking about.
So? I don't know you.
They call me King Ziggy, because I pay like a king. If you want a taste of fame and riches, look for me by the inn in the evenings. I'll take you to the right place.
That was fucking poetry! Up for another, brother.
Who's up next?
I knew you'd end up fighting each other.
Who's that?
Tidy Tib. The bastard eats honey straight from the hive, drinks for 4, and some say he can hang a bucket full of water from his cock. You better get a solid coin pouch ready. So what'll it be?
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin!
Take the plowing basket!
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Congratulations! You dropped some of the toughest brawlers. Well done. Tournament's over.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Ever heard of doing it Witcher2 style?
No, tell me.
He downs the flat, tries to get it on, falls fast asleep, and she wakes up a virgin in the morning.
I expected that.
Greetings.
What can I get you, fine lad?
What do you think of the Commandant?
Mr. Laredo is a great man. A great man. He looks after us, helping, like. Taxes are just as they should be. We're all pleased. He governs the trading post and we're all perfectly happy here.
Excellent. You're a model citizen. I'll be sure to inform the Commandant.
Bah! Do I need publicity? I'm a humble woman. I know what's good for me. Laredo's our leader here and everything's all right. Remind me, which one was this Foltest they killed?
Wasn't he the one who always wanted us to call him Daddy?
No, I've seen that one today.
How's it living with Roche's soldiers?
Splendid. I know every shit joke that anyone's ever thought up. Plus, I've learned how to burp out the official title of the Emperor of Nilfgaard without reaching for beer. Shorty's told me about his 16 children, all named after Temerian troop divisions. And I know his nickname has nothing to do with his manhood. Nice to know that you care, though.
Glad to see you in a good mood.
I think I actually like them. They're good people. One of them even proposed to me.
Who's the brave man?
Sorry, that's a secret.
And here I thought Roche's boys had an ounce of respect for me. The massacre in Livia, it came back to me, I remember. The angry mob murdering non-humans, a young boy with a pitchfork.
Anything else?
Death, or a state close to it, I'm not sure. I felt life draining out of me.
I was there. I arrived a moment later. Too late.
Don't worry, Triss. They're only memories. We have bigger problems to tackle now. Something tells me that in recovering my memory, I'll find out a lot about what we're dealing with now.
Damn, that was close! Innkeep! Vodka!
Triss Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you in your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor. The dragon, well, the dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where did the Lavalettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure. No wedding, Zoltan.
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be pop-in-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grand Master died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakau's, and as a gift for Eudora, a jade stone as big as my fist.
You were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, girls, but they served duck blood soup. It was as black as tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slop 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat. Hope his mind caves in on his head.
Since when have you worked for Roche?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him be, Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored and drop it. You know how he is.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbolt and Count Marivel, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbolt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No. It ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
During the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Why, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart as sorceress holds significant stake.
I think I've heard enough about politics. Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute. What were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Iorveth's Skoyatel were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a Witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Keiran.
Keiran?
The monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor, but the local folk scared it away.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor.
And which of you is ready to help the sorceress fight the beast?
Why, us? Huge it is. Big as a mountain.
Then why get angry at someone who's willing?
Well, 'cause...
We'll tend to the Keiran, the sorceress or I. Maybe we'll do it together. We'll draw it away from the port beforehand so as not to endanger the likes of you.
Well, I hope you succeed. I've no preference for who does it, witch or witcher. Just kill the whoreson and the whole town will be grateful.
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Keiran, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Keiran was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood. All those disgusting marvels we take from dying species to throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humour seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt, you saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kayran emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witcher's rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Mar always said, go ask the mason to take you as his apprentice. Don't tell me you're lying.